So part two, this is a little funny and a little eccentric. And like I said, you're over here too busy winning. I know that's right. What we got for the last two? Yeah, they're hooked. See, that's the thing. These people are hooked on this lifestyle, this addiction lifestyle, this bad habit lifestyle. This could be sex. This could be drugs. This could be alcohol. This can be just sleeping around with people. It's like someone tried creating a narrative on you that you're this way, but everyone's noticing you're really not. I'm gonna have to Palo Santo this because this is gross energy. I'm sorry, Father. I appreciate everything you're giving me and all the information my spirit guide spiritual team is giving me, but we need to clear this because we don't allow that negativity in here. I mean, I guess it's good to know, but just know, especially too, when someone is in that under the influence of something, they're not fully there. They're inviting other spirits in to work through them, and so a lot of times this is why people don't remember. Like, even when you're drinking too much and like you have too many to drink, and it's like you black out, it's because you're inviting someone else to take over you spiritually. That's a spiritual portal. Anyway, got that negativity out of here. But yeah, they're hooked. They're hooked on. They're obsessed with you and what you're doing, but they're also hooked on their habits that they can't get out of. Someone's really struggling with addiction right now. I feel it. And look, because they were being in this influence, they caught a case. They got an STD. And I think we're gonna go with another row. Yeah, let's go with another row. Just one more row, please, Spirit. That was too many. Tell me more. One last row. Yeah, Spiritual Hitter came out. They played themselves out. I think you no longer deal with them because you got other shit going on. These people are such in a low vibration. They try to force things on you. That's the thing. I feel as though they just try to cross your boundaries. Like, you set boundaries with this person and you just do not care anymore. And they try to get what they want, whatever. Again, trying to dig dirt on you for whatever fucking reason. They feel like it's going to turn the tables in some way, but deep down, they're crying over you. They're mad because you no longer give them the attention that you used to give them. I feel as though these people used to be close with you at some point, and now they're just sitting in their addictions, not knowing how to get out of this predicament that they set themselves. It's like they try to like trap you with all this addiction and keep you in this low vibration of yourself. You did this in the past. Um, but it's like you're long gone. It's like that version of you doesn't exist anymore. You learn how to let things go. You learned a lot. That's why they're so mad at your transformation, because they're wondering how the fuck did you end it? How the fuck did you begin anew? But it's because you did all the inner work for yourself to establish more deeper connections. Your soul tribe, you're calling in your soul tribe. That's why you don't. Whoa, 4 cups. It's like 4 cups. You've had to reevaluate a lot of things. You've had to sit with yourself. You had to sit with your spirit. You had to sit with God. You had to sit with everyone. Tell me more. 8 of Swords. You know that you were in a victim mentality. You know you were victimizing yourself, being in this lower vibration, being in this hell on earth. You got to come up with a way to get out of that shit. The moon coming crossing. So yeah, maybe there was a lot of illusions that were cast onto you that you thought that were priorities in the past. Knight of Cups. But being a person that likes to wear their heart on their sleeve, you started taking control of and taking action towards your action to fulfill your own cup. Maybe you look for other people for emotional stability and emotional support, but you realize you had to do it yourself. You had to fill up your own cup. You had to chase that cup for yourself, not for anybody else. The Empress. Someone. So yes, the Empress is very much the the end all be all kind of female energy. The mother, the Empress, the Queen, And I do feel as though people didn't Five of Cups. Why is the Five of Cups crossing? Ace of Pentacles. Ah. These people that are crying and crying over you and trying to dig stuff up on you, they're regretful. They're very regretful with the Five of Cups because they didn't realize your value until you left, until you changed, until you actually embodied this Empress energy. Spirit's telling me that you were actually meant to help them heal a lot of their past traumas, to push them forward in life. But these people really did choose them. They chose their ego over their dignity and respect, their self-respect. And they're understanding that they fumbled the blessing that was given to them by it's like you're someone that they always prayed for someone to be in their life. King of Pentacles. You possibly would have been able to financially help them too, had they been real friends of yours or a lover. If it's a lover. Seven of Pentacles, yeah. You would have helped them invest into themselves. You would have helped them. Hey, one more for the upper row. Eight of Cups. Yeah. You walked away from your own prison. Eight of Cups from the Eight of Swords. With the Moon. Yeah, definitely. So what does that mean for my collective? With all this being said and done. Again, moving on. Six of Cups. The Sun. You started chasing your happiness. You started making your own happiness. You started seeing things better in life with the Six of Swords too. You started moving to calmer waters. You started just leaving. Strength. It took a lot of patience and courage, but you did it. A lot of eights here. Eights can be very significant. Also, I feel like you embody a lot of wisdom to a lot of people. Even though you may be younger with the Knight of Cups, I do feel as though that was just a facade to people. And it's not saying that you try to put up a mask. This is me telling you that this is how you come off. You could be a rising Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces, because I do see that, but you are more grounded than anyone's ever been. You have a lot of emotional stability, a lot of financial stability now, and it took with a lot of patience. It came from a lot of being patient and time. You knew there was something more for you, but you just had to wait. You know, the devil showing itself. Yeah, they tried to deceive you. They tried to keep you in this destructive behavior, but you broke out of it. Ace of Wands. You sought a new motivation, a new determination. Five of Wands, and they tried creating conflict with you. That's why they started competing, because they saw you growing, so now they wanted to have a part of that. Can I get more information on that? Why they're always competing against you? Why are they always competing against my collective? Tell me more. Knight of Pentacles, the Magician. So they all could be spiritual as well. Knight of Swords. Yeah, there was a lot of action taken against you because you have the fastest moving knight and the slowest moving right here. It's like they're wishy-washy. They don't know which way to go, but then it's like either attack your mind or they attack your finances. It's like this is what they wanted to do. They wanted to attack all that because they didn't want you to have they didn't want you to be smarter than them. They didn't want you to be more stable than them financially. But it's like the reason why you have all of these out on the board is because you come from an energy of love. You come from an energy with compassion for people. You have that good soul and good heart. I see lotuses right now. The Chariot, again, about determination. The Emperor. You're just structured. You have the ultimate stability you could ever ask for. And I think these people really didn't bank on that. I'm going to get into one more deck after this. Next part.